With everything happening right now in the UK, I know so many people are wondering, is it still worth it studying in the UK in 2023? Do I still take this big move? So in this video, I'm going to tell you guys whether or not it is still worth it to study in the UK in 2023 and beyond. By the way, guys, my name is Chinemerem. If it's your first time on my channel, hello, you are most welcome. Please do well to like this video and subscribe to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, you are amazing. Thank you for coming back. And if you've been following the news around what's been happening in the UK, you must have heard about the post-study work visa, speculations to stop post-study work visa, the speculations to stop dependent visas, the accommodation crisis, and another alarming one is the tuition fee. I know that UK universities normally increase their tuition fee per year, perhaps maybe by £500 or £1,000 in the past. But right now, universities are increasing their tuition fee by £4,000. So yes, universities are also being overwhelmed, and they feel the best way to stop this increasing numbers is just to scare people with their tuition fee. Some schools that had £2,000 tuition fee deposit have increased it now to about 4,000, 5,000 pounds. You guys, so many things are currently going on here, and I'm like, is this to deter people from coming or not? And now there have been speculations as well. This is not a confirmed something, but people are speculating that they feel that by next year, if the UK actually gets what they've been looking for or what they want in terms of labor force, that they may stop post-study work visa, or that they may just ask international students to go back to their country. Well, this is not going to be that possible, like to ask them to go back to their countries. No, it's not going to be that possible. But if they really want to do something like that, they may implement a rule, or they may implement something new, and they will be able to achieve it. All right, cool. Nothing is impossible with these people. And entry requirements for most universities have changed. Like, it's no longer what it used to be. They're not requesting you to get your leg and your head and join to their entry requirements before you can actually start studying in their university. Even when you call them on phone asking for your application, they are like, we have so many applications going on and we can't even attend to you right now. Please call back in 6 weeks or in 2 months. And I'm like, 2 months? 2 months is too much. Previously in the UK, if you apply for your admission and you have everything needed, at most, you will get a response from them in 2 weeks. But now it's taking them up to 2 months to even get back to you. And they may even get back and say, okay, we need more documents from you. And when you give them more documents, they will now go and then get back to you again in 4 months or 3 months. It's that bad. And a lot of so many things actually are going on. That's why people are wondering, do I change my study destination, or do I continue studying in the UK? If you've made up your mind to study in the UK, and if this video won't change your mind, but you are still looking for an agent to help you with your applications, of course, you know I got you covered. I'm going to leave a reliable agent's link in my description and as well as on my screen. You can contact them via email or via WhatsApp, and they would help you with your application. They will start with your application and see you through it until you get to the UK. So if you need a reliable agent who will help you with your application, maybe for April, May, or September next year, you should contact this agent. And just to let you know that there is no school available now for January. Even if you go to their website and they say we are still open for January, don't fall bait, because they won't even talk to you. They won't even respond. Like, they will just tell you apply, you send in your applications, and after 2 months they'll be like, oh, our applications closed so time. And I'm like, why did you still leave your portal open if you closed applications so time? There's no January intakes anymore. But it is still very important to start applying for April, May, and September. In fact, if you want to study in the UK by September next year, there is no better time to apply than now. You're giving yourself more time to get your admission, make more money, decide on what you want, and then go for it. Back to the video, we are still wondering if it is still worth it to study in the UK in 2023, or if it is not. Amidst all the turbulence happening right now, I think I've still got some reasons why it is still very nice and very good to study in the UK. First of all is their quality of education. Of course, you know that the quality of education here in the UK is top notch. If you graduate with a UK certificate, you have higher chances of being employed in any country all over the world, not just in the UK. So let's look beyond the possibility of asking you to go back to your country. Let's look beyond the possibility of, not giving international students that attention anymore. And let's look at the possibility of you being a global necessity. Like, you know that when you apply for any job in this country with your certificate, when it says UK university, you are sure that if you are qualified for the job, you would likely get that job. I don't know if you've heard of this before, but some people said that they've applied for American visa from their countries in Africa, but they were denied. But once they crossed and they came to the UK and they applied again for that same American visa, they were granted. You know why? Because you have crossed border, you've entered the UK. You know, UK is very small name. Even though people are saying, oh, there's too much UK now. Yes, it's true. There's too much UK out there because UK is not a small name. So if you cross over and you have their visa and apply for any other visa around the world, you are sure of getting that visa. Quality of education here is one of the reasons why I think it is still worth it to study in the UK. The second reason why I feel it is still worth it to study in the UK is the job opportunity. You've got part-time job opportunity. As a student, you can work and study at the same time. There are some countries where if you are studying, you may still not be able to work because of the way this country is structured. But in the UK, you can work and study part-time jobs, and there are so many part-time job opportunities right now for international students. And remember that as you are studying and working, you are gaining experience. Say, for instance, you want to go into any field after your studies, you don't have to wait until you graduate. You can start voluntary work in that field, or you can just start working in that field before you graduate. So that once you graduate, you have chances of getting a job in that particular field. And the third reason why I think it is still worth it to study in the UK is because they've got so many scholarship opportunities. So many scholarship opportunities that sometimes I'm wondering, where is this one coming from? Many universities have also got some discount options. So your tuition fee may be around 16,000 or 17,000, and they may give you a discount of about £3,000 or £2,000. The scholarship opportunities and their discount is one of the reasons why I think it is still very good to study in the UK. If you want to study in 2023, you should start searching for scholarships now. Although some of them have closed, but you can still search for others. You may also find scholarships peculiar to universities. Like some universities have their own scholarship. They may decide to fund you fully, or they may decide to fund you halfway. Whichever way, just check out universities and check out scholarship opportunities. The UK have got so many, both for undergraduate, masters, and PhD. Another beautiful reason why the UK is still a good study destination for 2023 is their healthcare. The UK has one of the best healthcare systems in the world. And remember that if you are here as an international student or as a worker, you don't have to pay specially for your treatment. All you need to do is just to pay for your IHS before your visa and all, and you come here and enjoy free healthcare regardless of what the health condition is. Nothing to lose about it, right? You can't compare the healthcare system here to any healthcare system in the world, especially if you are coming from Africa. You can't compare. There is nothing to compare about it. Not the doctors, not the nurses, not the equipment, not the facilities, nothing. So you can't compare anything to what you are used to. So at least if that's one thing you can benefit from studying here, it is a good one, right? The healthcare system is simply amazing. Another reason why it is still worth it to study in the UK is that you get to bring your family with you. Both you, your kids, and partner would enjoy these free medical services I'm talking about once you all pay for your IHS. So yes, it's not like other countries where they may limit you from bringing your family, or they will say no, we can't allow your families and all. Yeah, in the UK you have the opportunity to bring your family with you. Although there are speculations about stopping dependent visa, but those ones are still speculations. Nothing concrete have been said about it. Of course, if anything comes up in that line, I'll also bring it up here on this channel. Now, have you subscribed to my channel? Have you liked this video? Have you shared the video already? Please do well to like this video and subscribe already. Another good thing about the UK and why I think it is still worth it studying here is that there is a high level of cultural diversity in the UK than in any other country in the world. You meet the whites, you meet the blacks, you meet the Asians, you meet this and that and that. Different people. You can even stay in a class with people from different backgrounds. You can mingle well in the UK. And the good thing is that you speak English. It's not a country where you go to and you start learning how to speak. So before talking to people, you have to learn how to speak to them, use their language before you can talk to them. You'll find it a bit difficult. But here in the UK, it's not so. That's one of the most interesting things to me in this country, right? Because learning a different language at old age, not at old age, but when you are grown, is not easy. So imagine going to a country and you can't even say this or that to someone because you cannot speak the language of that country. I think the cultural diversity here and the ease of communication is also another reason why I feel you should study in the UK in 2023 and of course beyond. Another reason, and I've mentioned this before, is about employability rate. You tend to get respect from employers from all over the world. Not like they'll be respecting you or bowing down to you because you studied in the UK. No. But so when you get a certificate from other countries and you get a certificate from the UK, they may look at the one from the UK more before those from other countries. Don't get me wrong, not like other countries don't have or stand a chance, but if you studied in the UK, you stand more chances than those that studied in those other countries. So your destination should be, of course, the UK for 2023. Another thing in the UK why I think it's a good study destination is the quality of living here. I know that tuition fee is not easy. Of course, I know that it's not easy. We've been there. So many of us have been there before, and it was not easy. But to be honest, the quality of living here is good. With an average salary, you can live a quality life here. Unlike some countries, and you know where I'm talking about, those countries you would walk through your asses and then you still get nothing to take home for it. You are sure of an average quality of life here. And that's one thing I find really, really nice. If you are looking for basic food, you are able to afford that in this country, even though that the cost of living is increasing every day. But it is you can still get the quality of life you want if you are living within your means. Another beautiful reason why I feel it is still worth it to study in the UK in 2023 is that upon graduation, you would get your post-study work visa, 2 years for undergraduate and masters, and 3 years for PhD. So within these 2 years or 3 years, you can work as much as you want. If you are working normally, you can still save up money. And if you're working back to back, you can still save up money. Maybe if you don't get a job to stay back in the UK, you have enough money to go back to your country and start a good life for yourself. You should be able to save enough money for that purpose. You may be lucky as well to switch to a tier 2 visa after graduation. You have the chances of getting a sponsored job in the UK, and after 5 years of working in the UK, you can get your permanent residency, after which you can go for your British citizenship. So whether you get to stay back and work or you get to make money and go back to your country, I think for me it is a win-win situation. Another beautiful reason is that you get to explore other European countries. In the UK, you can get a Schengen visa, which allows you to travel around most European countries. So it gives you the opportunity to explore the world, even as a student or as a worker. Then finally, you get to experience the British culture. I know this may not be a very top notch point for you as to deciding whether to study in the UK or not, but trust me, it is nice to experience their culture. And thank you, please, those ones, love, darling, and all they're used to that. Although sometimes they are not real, and that's why sometimes most Africans can't relate because I don't understand why you should be darling and honeying me when you are not even doing all those from your heart. But yes, it is one of the cultures that you can experience, and you'll be like, okay, I think this is how people from this part of the world behave. There are so many other British cultures that you may want and you may like to experience. To be honest, I know that things right now are not very rosy or very easy, and I also understand that the UK is trying to make things more difficult in terms of studying here, but I think on my part that it is still worth it studying here. If not for anything, for the fact that you get quality education, for the fact that you can stay and work after graduation, for the fact that you get to experience life from a different perspective, for the fact that you get a top-notch medical care when you are ill or down, and so many other facts. I think it is still very worth it to study in the UK in 2023. Now, you guys, that's that about my own perspective. So, if you are still looking to study in the UK and you want an agent to help you with your application, because I know applying to UK universities right now is not very easy. Because now getting admission in the UK is not just about applying for the admission, you also have to chase up the admission. You can reach out to an agent to help you with the application. I'm going to leave an agent link in my description and on my screen as well. So you can reach out to them via WhatsApp or email and they would help you through your applications. Now, this is my opinion until things change. So let me know in the comment, do you think it is still worth it studying in the UK? Or do you think, no, the UK is now too overrated? I should check out other countries as well. And if you are still very much interested in coming to the UK, please also let me know in the comment. I would like to know your reasons. Now, you guys, that's that about this video. Until I see you again in the next one, to take care, stay safe, and bye.